Agency is an organization that really looks to identify cyclical drivers of fragility and conflict. And this event is part of a larger initiative that's really about rethinking European cooperation with Africa. And at the heart of that is really understanding that Africa really needs to be the driver of its own economic growth and security as its population is growing over the next few decades, but really realistically understanding that this requires some difficult conversations about some structural barriers that are preventing progress. So this all comes down to, what does this mean for a new adaptive EU-Africa partnership that really harnesses or capitalizes on the opportunities that are presented by these new geopolitical realities.
Face à ces défis qui ne font qu'augmenter, l'Afrique a pensé de varier ses interlocuteurs. Nous savons tous que la Chine soutient énormément les projets de développement en Afrique avec des options d'investissement souvent supérieures à ce que l'Europe peut proposer. À côté de la Chine, les États-Unis, la Russie, le monde arabe, l'Inde et même la Turquie. Sur la base de ces considérations, nous pouvons dire que les réflexions que nous avons mises en chantier sont d'une importance déterminante.
Transformer l'Afrique veut dire quoi? Aller vers des projets de développement, aller vers des investissements durables, aller vers une agriculture mécanisée, aller vers la transformation agricole, aller vers la transformation industrielle également pour créer de l'emploi. Il faut aller à la base pour demander à ces jeunes et surtout aux États africains qu'est-ce qu'ils en veulent. Moi, je pense que c'est une opportunité offerte à l'Europe. Le monde est ouvert, il est multipolaire. Donc l'Afrique a été ouverte. Nous avons besoin de nos amis européens, mais également nous avons besoin de tous les partenaires, les Chinois, les autres, tout le monde.
There are still development challenges at the African continent. There are very big differences between countries. So if we look at it, it's actually Africa needs many partners. It's a bigger stage, so to speak, and it's natural that we actually have more actors, and that's actually very much needed.
If we look at after the reform and open up later 70s, there are not many engagements because as Deng Xiaoping always mentioned that we should doing according to our ability. At that time, China's open up is mainly open to the developed world, not developing world. So, but if we look at entered into the 21st century, so the last 10, 20 years, China really engaged in Africa. So we can say that China is a real actor or emerging actor in the continent.
By 2030, we expect 321 million young people in Africa from 226. So I find that very often when we talk about these things, we talk only about the challenges. And the issue is how do you turn the challenges into opportunities? And a lot of what we're doing right now with the countries within the framework of the SDGs, which sometimes are seen as technical, bureaucratic issues, but if it's well done, it isn't. Because what we're doing with the governments right now is sort of saying, okay, so where are you now? Where is your baseline? There are very different realities depending on the local governments that you're dealing with. And so a lot of the work we're doing is not only seeing where they are, but applying this to specific geographic areas.
Africa, the African continent is the place where there are more peacekeeping missions than any other place. And ironically, African countries provide the majority of the troops that go into peacekeeping operations. In the context of the sort of new integrated approach of the EU, well, we should work together in enhancing and implementing this idea of 3D, development, defense, and diplomacy, where you solve the conflicts in a comprehensive manner. There should be no longer an aid and development aid community, a military community, a diplomatic community, and an industrial community. That should be worked together.